Norwood is a town and census-designated place in Norfolk County, Massachusetts, United States. Norwood is part of the Greater Boston area. As of the 2010 census, the population was 30,602. The town was named after Norwood, England. Norwood is on the Neponset River, which runs all the way to Boston Harbor from Foxborough. History: the town of Norwood, officially formed in 1872, was until that time part of Dedham, known as the Mother of Towns, as 14 of the present communities of eastern Massachusetts lay within its original borders. Long used as a hunting ground by Indians, Norwood was first settled by Ezra Morse in 1678. He set up a sawmill in what is now South Norwood, the part of town to which the first concentration of families, almost all of whom were farmers, migrated over the next half-century. During the American Revolution, there was a Minuteman Company organized in the area. Its captain, Aaron Guild, on learning of the British marching on Lexington and Concord to seize the munitions stored there, rode to join the fight and arrived in time to fire on the British at Concord Bridge and participate in the running battle that chased the Redcoats. Back to Boston, Abraham Lincoln passed through the town during his pre-inaugural tour of New England. The Oakview Mansion, located in Norwood, was built by Francis Olney Winslow. Construction began in 1868 and was completed in 1870. Oakview was the scene of almost constant socializing. Some of the most prominent figures hosted in Oakview were President and future Supreme Court Justice William Howard Taft and President Calvin Coolidge. The town shares its name with a town in the borough of Croydon, South London, England. Geography: Norwood is located at 43.18583 degrees north, 71.20139 degrees west, 43.18583 minus 71.20139. According to the United States Census Bureau, the town has a total area of 10.6 square miles, of which 10.5 square mile is land and 0.1 square mile is water. Demographics: as of the census of 2010, there were 30,602 people. The racial makeup of the town was 80.92% white, 8.01% black or African American, 0.09% Native American, 9.57% Asian, 0.01% Pacific Islander, 0.77% from other races, and 1.25% from two or more races. Hispanic Latino of any race were 3.58% of the population. 27.3% were of Irish descent. As of the census of 2000, there were 28,587 people, 11,623 households, and 7,380 families residing in the town. The population density was 2,727.0 people per square mile. There were 11,945 housing units at an average density of 1,139.5 per square mile. The racial makeup of the town was 90.51% white, 2.31% black or African American, 0.09% Native American, 5.06% Asian, 0.01% Pacific Islander, 0.77% from other races, and 1.25% from two or more races. Hispanic Latino of any race were 1.65% of the population. 34.7% were of Irish, 14.8% Italian, 5.4% American and 5.0% English ancestry according to Census 2000. There were 11,623 households, out of which 27.2% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 50.9% were married couples living together. 9.9% had a female householder with no husband present, and 36.5% were non-families. 29.4% of all households were made up of individuals, and 12.0% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.41 and the average family size was 3.05. In the town, the population was spread out with 20.8% under the age of 18, 6.4% from 18 to 24, 33.2% from 25 to 44, 22.1% from 45 to 64, and 17.6% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 39 years. For every 100 females there were 89.7 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 86.5 males. The median income for a household in the town was $58,421, and the median income for a family was $70,164. Males had a median income of $50,597 versus $34,312 for females. The per capita income for the town was $27,720. About 2.7% of families and 4.4% of the population were below the poverty line, including 6.5% of those under age 18 and 3.9% of those aged 65 or over. Education. The Norwood Public Schools operate 7 schools and an additional school institution, the Willett Early Childhood Center. The public elementary schools located in Norwood include Balch, Callahan, Cleveland, Oldham, and Prescott. Norwood has one public middle school, the Dr. Philip O. Coakley Middle School, where all 5 elementary schools combine. Norwood also has a public high school, Norwood High School. The original Norwood High School, built in the 1920s, has been replaced by a new building, which opened in 2011. The new building incorporates the iconic portico and cupola that identified the original building in its design. The school mascot, Mustangs. Its colors are blue, white and gold. Sports include football, swimming, gymnastics, baseball, softball, basketball, soccer, field hockey, track and field, tennis, ice hockey, volleyball, wrestling, lacrosse, and cross-country. NHS also offers various fine arts programs which include a drama troupe, string orchestra, wind ensemble, marching band, jazz band, various choruses, and a madrigal choir. The music program has been considered to be one of the finest in the country for over 40 years. In 2000, the NHS Jazz Ensemble won the National High School Championship. The theatre department is active and puts on several shows every year. Built in 2005, Universal Technical Institute is the newest post-secondary education centre in Norwood. It is an automotive technical school featuring the Mercedes-Benz Elite MS80 and the Ford Fact specialized training programs. The campus is located at 1 Upland Road, less than a mile from the Boston Providence Pike. Norwood is also home to a private school system offering technology-oriented programs. ITT Technical Institute. ITT Tech offers career-focused degree programs available at this location. The Fine Mortuary College in Norwood includes a one-room museum featuring antique embalming tables and centuries-old wooden coffins. Business. A large cluster of automobile dealerships on Route 1 is known as the Norwood Automile. The concept of having competing dealerships join together to publicize the Automile as an automobile shopping center was largely the work of Ernie Bosch, famous in the Boston area for his ads urging people to "come on down." University Avenue in Norwood is the site of both semiconductor company Analog Devices Inc. and medical software provider MEDITECH, Medical Information Technology Inc., actually across the border in Westwood. Architecture. Norwood's town square is dominated by its town hall, the Norwood Memorial Municipal Building. It includes a 50-bell carillon tower housing the Walter F. Tilton Memorial Carillon, one of 9 carillons in Massachusetts and the 7th largest in the United States. On the National Register of Historic Places. Morrill Memorial Library. Joseph Ladd Neal, architect. Art. Norwood was the longtime home of photographer and publisher Fred Holliday. As a photographer, Day at one point rivaled Alfred Stieglitz in influence. The publishing firm of Copeland & Day was the American publisher of Oscar Wilde's Salome with illustrations by Aubrey Beardsley. The Day House is now a museum and the headquarters of the Norwood Historical Society. F. Holliday Historic House Museum located at 93 Day Street. Transportation. US 1 is a major artery through Norwood. 3 MBTA commuter rail stations on the Forge Park 495 line of Franklin Line, with daily service. The stations are Norwood Depot, Norwood Central and Windsor Gardens. Norwood Memorial Airport. Interstate 95, MBTA bus route 34E. Notable people: Keith Adams, a former NFL linebacker. Frank G. Allen, Governor of Massachusetts, 1929 to 1931. Dickie Barrett, lead singer of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Ernie Bosch, Jr., CEO, President, and spokesman of Bosch Enterprises, a $1 billion business consisting primarily of automobile dealerships in Norwood, Massachusetts. Charlie Bowles, former Major League Baseball player. Marty Callahan, former Major League Baseball player. F. Holliday, photographer. Alan Doyle, Golf Champions Tour star, 11-time winner on tour. Joe Duggan, former Major League Baseball player. Alfred Fincher, former pro football player for the Washington Redskins. William Cameron Forbes, Governor-General of the Philippines, 1909 to 1913. Noah Hannafin, current NHL defenseman for the Carolina Hurricanes. Harry and the Potters, pop rock musicians. Richie Hebner, former Major League Baseball player. Joe Hulbig, a former NHL player, Boston and Edmonton. Peter Laviolette, NHL and Olympic hockey coach. Rhoda Leonard, All-American Girls Professional Baseball League player, later a longtime teacher in the Norwood Public Schools system. Skip Lockwood, former Major League Baseball player. Ray Martin, former Major League Baseball player. John Purnell, United States Ambassador to Uzbekistan. Alan Ripley, former Major League Baseball player. John H. Rogers, a former Massachusetts House Majority Leader. Tony Rombola, guitar player for hard rock band Godsmack. Mike Sherman, former Green Bay Packers head coach, former head coach for Texas A&M Aggies. Tom Shalhoub, stand-up comedian, barbershop quartet singer and current host on Fox News Channel's overnight program, Red Eye with Tom Shalhoub. Mike Smith, former Major League Baseball player. Bill Travers, former Major League Baseball player.